blah 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 disclaimer stuff. I don't know if you've read it before, but like it's here anyway, yada yada. Okay, on with the video now.
Hello. In a cave. Anywhere.
You join us for some early morning Skyrim, which we haven't done in a while.
So what was I doing?
And very noisy traffic.
Of course he's all the way over there, of course. Alright. Might as well do the one thing I can do then.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing. Excellent. Unconowit, help us get through.
I work here.
What very
is
important. I want it down now.
Should.
I want to know what he's doing in there.
Like, damn, it's taking ages.
Really? Calm, man. I thought we were done with this AI.
I thought we were friends.
What's going on?
Ancano, stop this at once. I command you.
Don't go near it. Are you all right?
No.
Can you
no,
walk?
No, alright.
I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
What's wrong with Serrano?
Unconowit is due.
Never mind me, I'm just trying to
seen some. I need you to find the
void.
archmage, and I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
So, what's on today's agenda? Other than
I really want to make that joke, but I do not want to make that joke. I know at least one person will take it the wrong way.
What is here? There's... Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
Yeah, every time you say what's on the agenda.
What's going on? What happened in there?
And I will say the joke,
let's
but
get down
like,
there.
disclaimer,
We have to do
this isn't
something.
sort of like
Come on,
a joking way, obviously. I'm not like...
they're not going to make a joke.
Let's just say it's an LGBTQ joke and leave it at that, shall we? It's not necessarily offensive against someone agenda that doesn't really exist, that some people believe exists to convert your kids to be LGBT.
And make their own decision.
Carlia. Then she's finally... Do you have Gallus's journal? Problem? No. He's written all of the text. No. The court word of warning. Caselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information.
Pride Month's gonna be fun.
Can I help you with anything
necessarily
else?
for like... You know, not necessarily for like our channel, but like just in general, Pride Month is gonna be fun. Did I tell you about Jaden in the I did, didn't I?
Probably at some point, but
She came out as Aero Ace. And a lot of people were like, we knew the whole time, or like, finally, someone A-spec. But there was like 2 or 3 people that weren't necessarily happy about the news. Which I don't get, because they're just like, oh, I used to like your channel, and now I don't like it because you're Aero Ace, and I'm just like, what's that got to do with anything?
Content don't change.
Yeah, exactly, my point. Like, I understand that some of those commenters are probably... It's probably how they're brought up.
Well,
Because
wish
I know
I could
some
say the
people
same.
are too young
Tolfdir
to
and I
have
can
their
try
own
and keep this
judgment, so they
contained.
just like,
You need to get
whatever
what?
their parents
Are
say,
you?
they sort of adopt.
That can't be a coincidence. He told me it was. I think you take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Onkano brings the whole
Yeah, I
court
don't
to
remember
the palace.
Hey, look. Do you think he's Magnus the Red?
The local Nords may not.
Alright, so what are we doing now? What's next on the agenda? What's this? Optional. Yeah, no. I'm gonna just take that one off. What's that? Investigate the solitude.
But yeah, what I'm trying to say is Promote's going to be fun for those like other YouTubers that sort of want to be like, oh, this channel happens to be, you know, this, and this channel happens to be that, and that's what I mean. Like, it's going to be fun for like the other channels that like want to tell their viewers. But that's all the way in June, July. We're only in January, so
Where'd you
we're
come
almost at
from?
the end of January already.
Down on the scale.
Which is surprising, because usually January feels like it's got like 87 days in it. You have sleep right on one of your eyelashes, and it's really getting on my nerves, but I don't know whether to grab it or not.
Just grab it.
I'm not gonna close this eye. This one. No, it's too much. Too close. There it is. Come on. Come on.
Just rip.
I got it.
I was gonna say,
I got
just
it.
rip the eyelash out if you need
I
to.
don't want to lip rip the eyelash out, that's painful.
Ah, I do it all the time. When it's all stuck in the eye, I just rip it out.
Where'd
It's
you come
easier.
from?
I'm trying not to like poke you in the hand. Yeah. How is everyone's January anyway? Depressing?
Huh.
If it is, you know, better days arrive eventually. But if it's been good, good. It got deep suddenly, didn't it?
Oh, go away. Where am
We talk about some good stuff on these episodes, don't we?
I? Yes. Yes, we do.
What was it last time? It was movies or something, wasn't it? We talked about movies,
Oh,
we've
that's-
talked about
That's what I was going
Pride, we've talked about weird documentaries that we've seen. We talked about like censorship rules as well, I think that was one.
Only the finest content here.
I'm having the most randomest conversations over at Wilson Yo.
Yes, it is a fair amount. Enough so that I think
We have a big master list that we keep constantly changing.
yeah, no, like if we're gonna try and get through all of them, I think we probably need to increase frequency at some point. That's the only problem.
Why do you not want to keep doing videos and putting them
No. Well, depending.
Hello, when you kept to old videos, we're very old now. Somehow the world hasn't exploded. And we're still making fine content.
seem to be doing
Today
a
we
lot.
play The Elder Scrolls 63.
No, Elder Scrolls 7 hasn't been out by then. Elder Scrolls 6, maybe.
Didn't we mention? Well, yeah. Did we mention we had a theory as to where Elder Scrolls 6 would be?
No, you did.
I did. I know I mentioned it in like a previous episode. Long story short, the music they use is very similar to so we think it's going to be around that area.
Okay, that was different.
High Rock, that's sort of High Rock.
That was different. You see what he did?
My Skyrim geography is probably way off. High Rock and like Somerset Isles are probably completely opposite directions.
Don't go.
I meant High Rock, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
I can't believe that skeleton was invisible.
All I do know from the map that I've seen is the place where Oblivion's set is quite a big map. So is Skyrim, to be honest. I think Skyrim set the Imperial place.
Cyrodiil.
That's the one, Cyrodiil. Technically, they already
But they won't, probably.
I don't know, I feel like they're back in time or forward in time.
Probably.
There probably is a timeline somewhere that's trying to do that. Oh. Have you seen the Zelda one? Have you seen the Legend of Zelda timeline?
No, and I don't know. Oh no, actually, yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, it all depends on like certain options that you choose, depends on the order of some of the games. Like if you do something in one of the other ones, then it's Skyward Sword next. But if you don't do that ending in Skyward Sword, it's Spirit Tracks next and things like that. It all depends on what endings you get, depends on like some of the game's orders, because it's technically like alternate universes.
You do not answer. Must I use this guttural language of yours?
Yes. Weird ancient man who doesn't speak Earthly.
I was sure I heard something.
Thinking, do
Well,
we?
if you say Earthling, it fits every language into one cohesive package.
Do you know how many languages are on this planet?
Probably many, many.
Considering I think there's like 40.
Does this include dead languages? Or semi-dead languages?
Yes.
Oh god, 58?
Oh no, I don't know the exact number. I don't know more than 100.
How many languages are there? Ask my trusty friend. Is there more languages than Pokemon?
I don't know about that.
There are. Jesus.
Yep.
That is quite a large number. Yeah, there's definitely more languages than there are Pokemon. There are approximately 2,120 languages.
I told you it was a high number.
Dude. Yeah, this is like odd language. Some people probably not heard about there. There's some places I've never heard of before until I found a radio station from there. But I'm surprised it worked. Because I don't know if you guys know how far away Australia is from the United Kingdom. How far New Zealand is from the United Kingdom. But there's a little island off of Australia/New Zealand. It's off of there somewhere. some of you guys might have heard of it, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, but it's called Mayhem. Like N-I-U-E, but it's like Nue or something like that, or New. I think it's Nue. And they have their own language. It's called Nue.
I like it.
I like this weapon, it does damage. And then you stand still again.
Doing that it would only serve to strengthen me.
Who is this? Or woman or child? Or, I don't know. Skeever spirit. You just don't know with Skyrim. Who's there?
Face your end.
Spider? I could be here all day.
Hey.
Hey, funny number.
Nice.
What is the highest level? I know,
To
like,
get all of...
it's technically 81. Like,
Oh, nice.
legendary research and stuff.
Yeah. Vanilla game was 81. Oh shit.
What did you do? Oh no! He's doing it again. Where did you come from? We seem to be having the same technical bug that we had a couple of days ago. But, luckily enough, the screen seems to be working on my recording software. It's just not working on the TV.
And I'm not going to suggest unplugging it yet.
Okay.
We'll
it's back.
yeah, I'm thinking it's a looser wire.
Yeah, it's got to be some loose cable or something. The only problem is, which cable? There's like bloody 20 different cables back there, probably.
Just go with the loose one for now.
I knew I heard that. The other one is the loose one. It was the image cable last time, that's why it kept flickering like static.
Yeah, it's probably that one again.
It's probably the image cable. I wonder if this is the one where I have to do the thing with the cables. Because I have a very old PlayStation.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's the cables or the television. But back when I used to play it, it got to the point where it was like that old that the cables would sort of like go in the television. You know, the old cables, the yellow, red and white. They were like really loose. So you'd get like image, but you wouldn't get sound and you get image but you wouldn't get sound.
We're not gonna die like this.
So you had to sort of like wedge a piece of cardboard between the cables. I don't know if any of you had to do this, but you had to sort of like wedge a piece of cardboard between like the cable ports and the actual cables themselves to get it to work properly. I'm guessing this is definitely some kind of loose cable. What's in this clear? In case what is going on? You can't see it obviously because it's the television is like screen recording and it's written on the laptop as well, which is also recording on the screen. But every now and then our TV will just flicker off and then flicker back on again.
And I can't.
We don't really want to do anything wrong.
I'm thinking I might just what can we call it? The Major's Quest, because this is technically the last mission.
Oh, that didn't take long.
And then we'll go to Solitude and then do, I think, the Sheelorath quest. Do you not remember this guy at all?
I don't think I've ever, well, I bubbled once with the Major's skill, like the achievement. And then I just kind of ignored it. I was like, I remember this being long and convoluted, so I'm not like... Oh, that was a new one.
Yeah, I think it's the image cable.
Yeah. I don't know if that picked up on that screen, I don't think it did. Luckily enough, but all the images just seem to feel like I did leave a note on Frankie Returns about the technical issues we're having, so...
Who's there?
Not really, but I'm gonna press a bunch of buttons and I have no idea what she did, but it worked for like a day.
Yeah, I was...
So if in doubt, just press a bunch of buttons.
Or just play around with it for a little bit.
Because I don't know where the image cable is.
Probably
Over this side, I'm thinking, somewhere.
There is actually dialogue to all of their... All the ghosts you've been seeing, there is actually dialogue for them. I just run past them because I just can't be arsed with them. They do actually have their own dialogue.
You fool. You don't stand a chance.
No, well, he normally has dialogue. But I wanted to test the theory. Can I kill him?
Well, he says he's not.
Yep. No, I've always tried to do it.
It just comes back from the underworld, like you do some necromantic ritual for like another quest, and it just comes back like, you fool! You wouldn't let me say my dialogue.
I hope not.
It was High Rock back in the second era.
Yeah, we might as well just finish it.
You know, when there wasn't dragons.
Not bad.
I'm gonna say a word that's gonna, like, confuse some people watching, but people that might know Skyrim more are probably like, oh yeah, I forgot they existed. Bear with me. Lilmethid.
Hey.
Exactly. Technically an extinct race now. Because of what happened in White Marsh. Which, like, is a whole video in itself.
I won't hold back.
But, like, condensing White Marsh's war, basically,
You survived.
plague disease thing.
Let's hope it's
Big
as
plague
powerful
disease
as
thing
the
came in,
She,
swept
when
through
it was
Black
clear
Marsh.
we were going to have to fall
A
back,
few Argonians
she stayed
died.
behind.
Most of
I'll
them
be right
lived,
behind
if
you.
not
This must be
all
that
of it.
beautiful Skyrim weather I'm
right now.
talking about.
So that's why we must have weird goblin effects. I think they're like fox people or something.
Never should have come.
These people.
Challenge me.
If you know what a cynocephaly is, basically one of them. Like a man with a dog head. Or a lady with a dog head.
Have you? You think I don't know what you're up to?
I think you can get
You think I can't destroy you?
You have pieces.
The power to unmake the world at my fingertips. And you think you can do anything about it?
Have I got any? Yes, I do.
Ha! I am beyond your pathetic attempts at magic. You cannot touch me. Enough! Still you persist? Very well. Come then. See what I can do now. Hey!
Thank you. Dickhead.
I knew you could do it. I have no idea what to do. Know what's going on.
We knew you would succeed. Your victory here justifies our belief in you. You have proven yourself more than worthy to guide the College of Winterhold. The Eye has... It must be. We shall safeguard it. For now. You have our gratitude.
Yeah, I probably popped it somewhere and went, oh, I'll pop it there for now.
Magick, here now.
Was I actually speaking of,
What in Talos' name?
well, we wasn't really speaking of them, I just sort of
Magick, here now. What in Talos' name?
it's probably up there somewhere.
You've done it.
I know I
The
moved
college
some
is
things
safe
from
again
last time,
thanks
some
to
things
your work. I knew you had it in you. I dare say the Sigicks are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage, in my opinion. Here, consider these yours, and the Archmage's quarters as well. I shall be here for advice, should you need me.
His lip animation is weird.
Until next time.
Alright. See, Mage's college done.
Yeah,
Never have to set foot here ever again. Possibly.
there are some weird statue ones.
That's Serana. Investigate the solitude.
There's Sephiroth, there's Darth Vader, there's I think Alduin taking a pee. Well, technically it's not pee, it's another substance, but you can pass it as pee.
I'm just gonna look at something real quick. Alright, so where did the sewer start? Alright, I shall have a look later.
Are we gonna get a persona?
Oh, and that's blue.
I know. I just wanted to make the jokes just so you get it. Your persona is quicker later from Final Fantasy IV. Because if I remember rightly, you became him this life.
Yes. Alright, Sheogorath's realm.
Keep your eyes open here.
Sort of.
Oh, it's this quest. I know this is technically supposed to be new, but I think we happened to find this
Who's there?
No, I have done this quest before as well.
Oh, it might have been, yeah. It might have been your playthrough. Okay, I remember this area.
Yeah, that's probably gonna come up a lot.
Oblivion.
That'll teach you.
I just find it funny. You're like, oh look, lavender, like a massive field of lavender. Like at least you found it for some reason.
I can't remember if you've actually done like an extensive looking at Oblivion, other than the memes.
I'm trying to remember what my favourite Oblivion clip is.
Probably paralysing the adoring fan of her.
That one's quite good, yeah. I think my favourite is probably like a classic. You know, like storytelling.
I knew I heard something.
The bit that gets me is someone comes along and investigates and then also gets crushed. Like, you'd think to stay clear of the thing crushing there is some.
My favourite is probably when the bloke gets yeeted. Like, I think it's part of the Knights of the Round quest. Jeez. Mine.
I do quite like the other one though, when don't ask what the character's called, I don't remember. I think it's some kind of like a high elf character or some kind of elven character. Because like she's supposed to be sort of like friendly, and she's like, oh, I always have time to talk, and then he talks to her, and she's like, I don't have time to talk to you. But yeah, there's like so many of them.
Okay. You can take it.
Where'd you go?
Whoa. Okay. Like a truck.
Despite the fact that he is basically naked except for some boots and a helmet. We are getting out of hand, aren't we?
Well,
Damn, son. Conjure, Seducer Armor, Seducer Warrior, Golden Saint Archer, Golden Saint. Okay.
no, okay.
Must have read that one. Oh, bug in the jar. I think these ones have Daedric. And I found a bliss bug. I thought, you know what the
I'm okay with the dark.
Grab that.
I've spent more than my
It's like
share of
decorative.
time in Cave already.
What?
That
Oh.
was cool.
I didn't even see that, to be fair. And the sword of Jigalag. Still my favourite Daedra.
Silly name for silly man.
Well, the second. Well, technically the original path of Shiogara. Ow.
Something. I'll teach you.
Something tells me I'm gonna have to.
What is the weirdest piece of lore I've ever found in that game?
Oh god, there you are asking. Alright, so that's that done. So what does that pick up? Sword of Jigalag. I just like how
Pardon me.
I just like how simple the design is.
Sometimes simple is best.
Alright, so this.
You could say it's simple.
Hey, watch it.
Crush your head, doesn't it?
Have you heard?
Right, so what was it I needed to find here? Solitude. Castle door inside. Right where
You hear the
John
news?
Price.
Those damn mages blew up Winterhold. Guess it was just a matter of
I'm
time.
telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack
What the
on
rebels like
Whiterun.
to forget is that the
I wonder if
Empire's
we'll
being
have
insane to
maybe
try.
like a whole,
Scott,
like,
he doesn't have the
someone
men.
in
That's not what
cooking
my
class.
scouts report, sir.
So did you hear?
Every
Someone's
day more join
managed
his
to set
cause.
the oven on fire
Riften,
on
Dawnstar,
cooking
and
class.
Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like,
Someone in
General.
science
The
class
man's going to try
did
to take
the
Whiterun.
oil
Stay sharp,
fire
Balgruuf.
demonstration incorrectly, and that was a big scorch
Balgruuf
mark on the
refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in
That
his
was a
city.
real thing that happened there.
On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge
Lots
Ulfric's
of
claim.
things happened in that place.
I can't remember
if he
who it
wants
was.
to
I know
stand
I was
outside the
friends
protection of
with
the
whoever did
Empire,
it.
fine. Let
I
Ulfric
didn't know at the
pillage
time,
a city.
I just mentioned it. I was just
General.
like, you know that science class with the big
You
scorch mark?
people
Just
and
like,
your
yeah, that was
damn
me.
Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's
In
making a
moment of
move for
pure
Whiterun,
stupidity, I
then we
did something I
need to
wasn't
be
supposed
there to
do,
stop
and there was a
it.
giant scorch mark on the wall.
Draft another letter with the usual.
We must have already gone that then.
Because you know
Word is
sometimes
the
when you're
College
behind
of
panic,
Mages
you
is-
do the thing that you're not supposed to do.
So that's the dead body. Oh yeah.
The amount of times that the science labs were almost set on fire is like, it's just unreal.
All blown up.
All blown up, yeah. I feel like to some kids it was an achievement, wasn't it really? Let's see if we can blow up the science lab.
Yes, the majority of them did take it as a challenge, to be fair.
Oh, there's a dead guard.
Okay.
Random.
I've been looking for you. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Where'd the request you?
Okay. Even more stuff.
Okay, something. The author of the mysterious note. Okay.
Go to Dragon's Bridge. Already at Dragon's Bridge.
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble. Mind you don't cross Tassius. He's in charge around here. Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Never should have come here. That's the best you can do.
Is this the first or second? It's the first.
Mm-hmm.
Which feels like it's gone on for so long. Okay, I did write that incorrectly then. I thought we'd forgotten the episode for a second. We're almost at 40 minutes already down. You're
Oh.
over encumbered by any chance?
Yeah. Alright, so apparently we picked up a new armour, so...
You can get rid of that flower basket this time now if you want. Okay. Cool. It's not bad.
Hmm.
Bit military for Skyrim, isn't it? But not bad. Not as cool as Caveman or something.
Oh, where's there? Is that the one I've been using?
Yeah, that was the one you've been using. I think you stored the weird anglefish on.
Alright. So that'll be the next one.
Okay.
But for now, have a nice little sort out of everything, sell a bunch of stuff.
Is that werewolf again?
Oh. Come on.
Oh dear. Okay, we'll probably leave this one here then.
See you in the
Gone
next
over a little bit, but that's fun.
See you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.